Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Let's Get Guitarded. Today, we have a wonderful example of a Supro guitar. Yes, a Supro. This was made in 1961, which it makes it just about my age. Oh my God. So yeah, old piece of wood. It's kind of Art Deco looking. It almost looks like, somewhat a shape of the United States. Not quite. It could be a little more extended up here but anyway, oddball guitar. And I said wood. Actually, no. This guitar is made of fiberglass. On the inside, there are some. There's like a skeleton of pine, so it's kind of hollow. And then it's got like a traditional, almost like on a jazz guitar bridge. So we've got the wood, it's compensated, so it actually tunes up fairly well. This is a single coil pickup. Very odd electronics. You've got a master volume here. There's a capacitor here, so it sounds a little different. But then the corresponding, you can now all of a sudden that is bypassed and you can use this. And when you go to here, you use this one. That's your volume now. And when you go to here, it's this one. So it's interesting. Which tells me that probably you can set up, their idea was to get different sounds out of one pickup. It's got this really hip whammy bar, so that when you pull it up, it actually moves in the slot. So when you go out of the way, it moves out of the way. When you pull it up, it comes closer to you. It's not the greatest whammy bar. It's kind of cheesy looking. This whole guitar is kind of strange. The headstock looks like that little green guy called Gumby. So that's kind of cool. I think the tuner tips are really hip. They're really hip. And here's what I really love. Here's quality. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the serial number applied, excuse me, with a Dymo label. That is correct. That is the serial number of this old beast. So, interesting how they did that. But yeah, the neck bolts on. The neck is actually mahogany, and it's got a rosewood fretboard. It actually has real pearl inlays. Those are not fake, so that's kind of neat that they're not using. And these guitars were expensive in their day. So this was a lot more expensive than buying a Telecaster or a Les Paul Special. It might have been even almost right at the same price as a Les Paul Standard back in that time, which of course would have looked like an SG at this point. But again, it actually has a pretty nice, you would have to use it for something specific, like Tom Petty does, I would say probably not well mated with the old Marshall that we've been using. It would probably sound really good through a Dr. Z or the old Fender Concert or a Box. This guitar would be much, this is definitely not a rock guitar. And being hollow, I'm sure it would feedback pretty easily. Now the pickups are kind of cheesy sounding too, so like when you hit the distortion, it gets this kind of a ratty kind of very garage rock, and definitely, you know, not made. This guitar was not made to be played at those kind of volumes, like most of the other stuff that we play. But all in all, what a very interesting piece of history that we have here. Yes, this 1961 Supro. I believe this is called like a Martinique. I think it came in maroon also, and this was made, I think, only until about 64. So, yeah, something, you know, just an oddball piece of things when everybody was playing guitars and, you know, everybody had a band in their garage. Somebody was playing one of these. So, from my friend Kenny and Adam and all our friends, remember to like and subscribe, make comments. I don't know everything. Yeah, I would love to know anything that you guys know more than me, because then that just makes us all better people. So yeah, let me know if I'm wrong about any details. And man, thanks everybody that watches the show, and especially thanks to our new friend in Galesburg that says he met Kenny the other day. So thank you, brother. All right, let's get guitarded.